Have you ever wondered what makes your car move? Is it magic, or is it something else? Well, today we're going to demystify that magic and get to the heart of the matter, literally. That's right, the heart of your car is its engine. Without this mechanical marvel, your car would be nothing more than a large paperweight. But what exactly is a car engine, and how does it work? So, let's dive into the world of car engines and discover what makes them tick. To understand the workings of a car engine, imagine a tiny explosion happening inside a small closed space. It's a fascinating story of science and engineering where a series of small, controlled explosions create motion that powers your vehicle. This is the principle of internal combustion. Let's break it down. Firstly, we have the engine block, the core of the engine. Inside it there are cylinders. These cylinders are the small, closed spaces where the magic happens. Within these cylinders, fuel, which is typically gasoline, is ignited or combusted. Now this combustion is not just a random event, it's meticulously timed and controlled. When the fuel combusts, it creates a tremendous amount of energy in the form of expanding gas. This expansion pushes a piston, which is located inside the cylinder, and this movement is converted into a rotational motion. This motion is what drives the wheels of the car. So, in essence, the engine is converting chemical energy, which is stored in the gasoline, into mechanical energy. This transformation is done through the process of internal combustion. It's an elegant and efficient system that has been refined over the years to deliver the power and performance we see in cars today. However, it's worth noting that this is just a simplified explanation of how a car engine works. There are many other components and systems involved, each playing a crucial role in ensuring your car runs smoothly and efficiently. So the engine is essentially a big, powerful pump, and it's the explosions that make it go. Now these explosions happen in a cycle, or more accurately, a four-stroke cycle. This cycle is the heart and soul of your car's engine, and it's a marvel of mechanical engineering. Let's break it down to its four essential parts: intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust. First off, we have the intake stroke. This is where the piston starts at the top and then travels down the cylinder, creating a kind of vacuum that sucks in a fresh mixture of fuel and air into the combustion chamber. Think of it as your engine taking a deep breath before the hard work begins. Next up is the compression stroke. As the name suggests, the piston reverses direction and moves back up the cylinder. This action compresses or squeezes the fuel-air mixture, making it ready for a big bang. It's like squeezing a spring into a small box, ready to burst out at any moment. Now comes the real magic, the combustion stroke, also known as the power stroke. This is where things get hot, literally. The spark plug ignites the compressed fuel-air mixture, causing an explosion. This explosion forces the piston down the cylinder, generating the power that will ultimately move your car. It's like the spring we mentioned earlier, bursting out of the box. Finally, we have the exhaust stroke. This is the cleanup phase. The piston moves back up the cylinder, pushing out the spent exhaust gases through an exhaust valve. It's like blowing out a puff of smoke after a hard day's work. This leaves the combustion chamber ready for a new intake of fresh fuel and air, and the cycle begins anew. And that's the four-stroke cycle: intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust. Repeat this cycle a few thousand times per minute, and you've got a car that moves. This process might seem simple in theory, but it's a beautiful symphony of mechanical movements and chemical reactions happening right under your car's hood. It's this dance of metal and fire that powers our journeys, from the daily commute to the cross-country road trips. So now you know how a car engine works. It's an intricate symphony of mechanics and physics, all working together in perfect harmony. The engine utilizes the power of internal combustion, a process where fuel is ignited within the engine to generate heat, which is then transformed into motion. This whole process is neatly encapsulated in a four-stroke cycle. The four-stroke cycle starts with the intake stroke, where the piston descends, and the engine takes in a mixture of air and fuel. Next comes the compression stroke, where this mixture is compressed, readying for explosion. The third stroke, combustion, is where the magic happens. The spark plug ignites the fuel-air mixture, creating a mini explosion that pushes the piston down. Lastly, the exhaust stroke kicks in, expelling the leftover gases and priming the engine for another round. The next time you hit the road, remember the amazing engineering that's happening under the hood. Until next time, keep your engines running and your curiosity alive.